Hey, going live. Welcome, guys, advocates for justice, paralegal school. We provide the tools. You guys do the work. I'm Coach Neighbors, and we got a lot to talk. We got a lot to talk about tonight. So I know in the preview that I posted yesterday, I mentioned that we're going to talk about the process that I talked about last week on how to cancel a lawsuit or a traffic citation or any kind of citation from the government or from anybody, basically. So I'm going to show you guys what that process looks like on paper. Actually, I'm going to just show you guys the notes and scroll them across the screen kind of slow. So, you guys at home can scroll it and stop and take the notes or whatever you got to do. That's a lot easier than I also posted this stuff on my blog site. So you can go there and get it. It was a lot easier doing that than having anybody email me for the stuff, because that got a little crazy. But that's crazy good, because people are stepping up to the plate and asking for what they need to take care of the business, so they're not going to be homeless. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to start out tonight. I want to share with you guys a few things. One of the things we're going to share are those notes that I talked about. And I'm also going to share with you guys, and I put a link in video in the feed there, in the live stream feed, to the new page that's going to be for the new online courses. We have an online course for non-judicial, and we have one for judicial foreclosures also. So we're going to show you the page for that, and then we're going to take a look. Oh, I have a new instruction page. So I'm in a training now, and I'm learning how to market my online course, and so I'm having to make a bunch of changes to a lot of stuff that I'm finding out that I'm not doing properly. So the first thing I did was that I had to do was make a new instruction sheet, and I posted that also in my blog site, and I posted it in the Facebook pages. Before I go any further, I want to take the time to have you guys, if you're coming here from Facebook, go to the link going across the bottom of the stream and grant StreamYard permission to use your Facebook name. Otherwise, you show up as Facebook user. And also make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, hit the like button, and leave a comment. So we got all the preliminaries out of the way. We're going to go ahead and do a screen share and get to work. Oh yeah, while I'm waiting for that, go Jayhawks. We got one more game to go till we can get the big stuff, the big toy, the big boy's toy. Okay, sorry. Anyway, this is the new, and I'm still playing around with the pictures that I want to use. So right now I'm going to use this picture, and I'm always getting myself in trouble with my legal team, easy, talking about doing stuff to the attorneys, So I thought this, and I used this a lot, because this is what it's like in my program. We're not going in waiting for the judge to rule on nothing for you. When you get in that ring, you're going to be punching them in the face, in the ring. I can say that, right? Okay, yeah, I can say I can say that. When you get in the ring, you're going to be punching them. And no, we're not trying to knock them out. No, that's way too much work. You're going to be punching them in the face, in the gut, in the side, nice and slow, make them go sit their butts down. That's the game plan. Punch them in the face, in the ring, in the face, and make them go sit down. Because the judge is not going to rule in your favor for anything. So, so now, when the program is set up to where you're not trying to get before the judge, it messes them up really bad. So I'm going to scroll down and let you guys see I've been working on this page. And you guys seen this. This was the best review ever. And some of you guys that are still in your house, take a picture and send it to me so I can post it up here, because this is pretty powerful. This lady had all of her family go out in front of her house, and 26 people. I blew the picture up and counted them so I can get the number right. And then see, you ready to punch the thieves in the face? I said thieves. I'm not talking about attorneys. So this tells you a little bit about the course and the value that the course brings to the table. And these are real reviews, but I use different pictures because I don't want to put my people's pictures on my thing. I don't think that would be very professional, even if they said I could. So I just use nice pictures, but these are the real reviews, and you can go to my page and see them. I put the names of some of them in there, but I wanted to make sure the people who had their personal name in there stayed anonymous, because I didn't have permission to put their name in my stuff and post it on here like this. So just trying to make sure you don't have no grumpy people, except the attorneys. We don't care if they're grumpy. So those are just a few of the reviews. Then there's a little bit about the coach. And then some of our feature products. We have 2 courses now. Now I'm going to be adding some more courses. I think my next course is going to be on stopping credit card lawsuits and handling that problem. And it's going to be a lot cheaper than $1,200. So, and then I added a video in the end, and this video is from a YouTube channel, and it's an introductory video into the course. So that is that. I posted a link in the comment section. So if anybody wants to go take a look at that, or if anybody has this problem and knows somebody that has this problem, they can send that link. And it'd be great if you guys post this link on your feed, so I can get some free exposure. Now, right now, this is the new foreclosure DIY lawsuit ring strategy. So, and what I've done here is I've taken and my new training is helping me answer the questions that you guys have been calling me and asking me. Am I doing the steps right? Where are the steps? And I'm like, follow the video. But then after I started my training, and I start doing the things that they wanted me to do, I understand why you guys have the question. So, and from where I'm at doing this stuff, I see a whole different picture. So I'm learning how to see the picture from the other side. So what I've done here is I put together the steps that you're going to have to go through. Now, I don't have them all, and yes, I will be probably adjusting this or changing it. And when I do, I'll post it in my blog. I'll also post it on the Facebook page, updates. So whenever you see a post that says update or updates, updated, update, then you guys will know that that's something that's changing. And the things that are changing will be the things that change because of the real-time feedback that we get from all of the people in the 5 Facebook pages that I run. So that feedback helps us decide what we want to do, how we need to do it, and that feedback is pretty much what helped me build this program that have allowed me to teach you guys how to get this done. So if the rules change, it's because we got a new feedback coming in about stuff that we have not addressed yet. So I'm just going to scroll down this slowly also so that you guys can mark this video and take a look at this if you want, or you can go to my website. because we're going to just scroll down it and give everybody a chance to see the whole thing for people who read faster than me or whatever. And then we're going to start at the top. So first one's getting in the ring, reviewing the instructional videos, going to the YouTube channel and searching for the instructional video playlist, because the instructional videos are only in the instructional video playlist. The other videos are training videos. Then you match the packets, review the instructional video for each zip file. And you guys, you new people, or you people that are my age, I'm not trying to offend anybody before you spend your money, but I always leave a tip for you older people. When you open up, first of all, the zip file you cannot open with your phone. Okay, not going to work. And second, when you open up that zip file to work on a document, you should copy that document and paste it in a new Word that you just opened up, and then name that Word file and put a date on it and everything. And then make that the document that you're working on, and close this other one up. Because what's going to happen is when you close that document up, if you open it up and you work on it out of the zip file, when you close that document up back into the zip file, it's not going to save any of the changes that you spent 2 hours putting in there. So I'm just telling you, and there's no fee for that tip. So legal concepts and rules, these are some of the main things that you guys have to that you have to like review in order to do this, because you're acting as your own attorney. Okay, I'm just a coach to help you get through the process and block their BS, their BS or whatever. But you got to learn, and the Federal Rule Civil Procedure, people just are freaked out when they open up that or get that book or whatever, because it's so much. Dude, all you have to know is what you're in now, what you was in, and then what the next step. Yeah, that's really, So basically, you need to know the requirements for service, but you wouldn't find that in the Civil Rules, Federal Rule Civil Procedure. In the Federal Rules Civil Procedure, you'll find the guidelines for court processes, like for amending your claim. We amended my sister's claim, and as it turns out, we should have made it a supplemental claim because we added the federal attorney to it and his property and a counter RICO. So when you add stuff and all that, then it's a supplemental claim, which is what we filed and blew them out of the water. They was already objecting to the amended claim because we didn't kiss their butt and ask them for permission. But then they wanted to accept the amended claim because it was less damage than, so we're getting ready to refile that. But anyway, so it's up to you guys to understand the legal concept here. Federal Civil Procedure for answering. That's the one you need to know how long you got to answer, how long they got. You need to know how long between each pleading that you have before you have to respond, because I'll tell you right now, they will use every single thing to try and get past this, because they're not going to get past this on top of the table. And you'll need to study the federal rules for amending your complaint. Now, one of the things that I don't have in here that I need to put in here is stating a claim. That is the only thing that they've been using to try to get past our stuff. So we're learning how to do that like they do. It shouldn't be required if you add enough facts to the table, but they want to whine about that. So we figured out how to do that. I have a how to state a claim playlist, and I think I have 4 or 5 videos in that list that come along with a PDF with outlined all of the steps that you have to do. So you can copy that PDF off of the page and paste it in your browser and get the cheat sheet that shows all of the steps that you have to do. That's very important, that you learn how to state a claim, because what you're going to do is you're going to add, when you do the how to state a claim and add your stuff, how do you state a claim, you'll add that to the front of the lawsuit that you invest in here. So you're still using the whole lawsuit, but we're adding on the front everything that they want to know. So we're going to do it just like the attorneys do. That's how we do it. So yeah, you need to study how to state a claim. And I'm going to let you guys go through the rest of that. Preparing for the punch. And like I said, I'll be probably adding a few things to this when things come up in my head. But this is the heart of the matter. And then delivering the blow. Yes, and to end the ring, about to punch some people, we need to deliver some blows. And taking control. Now, I put a lot of thought in this, and I hope that it helps you guys out, be able to understand where you are, what you need to get done when you figure out where you are and you look at one of these categories and you see the things here and you look at them and you say, oh, well, I haven't done none of this. Get your ass moving, okay? And that's kind of how I'm thinking we should use this. And I'm open for suggestions too from people who have ideas that will make this make this smoother, not easier, smoother. There's a difference. The difference is the coach's job is not to make it easy for your asses. Okay, that's not the coach's job. The coach's job is to make sure that you learn and that you can do this smoothly. Okay, that's the two things. Those are two very important things. So that's the coach's job. But with that said, you know, I want to, there's an I in there. I want this program to kick these attorneys' asses. The program, I'm talking about the program. They're a little jumpy over there. Anyway, so yeah. So we're just going to stroll down, responding to the attorney's nonsense. And I have more tips to put in here. I just didn't want to make it really long. You guys, the idea here is to grasp the concepts and then figure out your own game plan. Okay, that's the idea. The idea is when you know what they're doing, when you read that paper that you get from me and you see what they're doing, then it shouldn't be real hard to figure out, you know. Like one of the things that people get stumped with a lot is, oh, well, someone from the attorney's office signed it, but no one from, you know, the attorney didn't sign it. Well, it doesn't matter. You want to add the first name on the sign on the attorney's office, or the person who actually signed, I would add them as well, or the state. I don't know. You guys, you're figuring out where, you know. Now, if you do 42 U.S.C. 1983 Civil Rights Package, you need to make sure you add the state. And I talk about why you add the state. I don't want to get too much into that here. So that is done. And like I said, you guys can go and get a copy of this from my blog page. Now we're going to get to the fire. Now, this process is a process that I learned studying. It's not something that I structured, and I'm not even going to lie, because it wouldn't do me that good. There would be somebody out there that would be, okay. But it is pretty damn cool, and I've actually used it to block 2 lawsuits that were filed against one of my bosses when I was younger and working for other people. And it worked pretty well. Well, it did work well. In one case, they were suing my boss's business also. So he kind of got in a pickle with that because you know, they won't let you represent yourself in court. But you know, I try to tell my boss is, well, the attorney's not supposed to represent himself either. So the judge let the attorney represent himself, but my boss was an older dude and he didn't want to piss off the judge. So, but this is how this works. And when you do this, this is what you're going to put on your thing. And then you're going to finish the process here. You're going to have a place for the notary at the bottom. And I just do this on the front of what they, you know, you can read the instructions. You just do it on the front of the citation or on the front of the lawsuit or whatever. Actually, I make a copy so you keep the original. And you do it on the front of the lawsuit or whatever. Do not accept this contractual offer. And yeah, send the citation back to them along with a certified return receipt request. And this kills the citation, removes your consent, and removes jurisdiction of the court all at the same time. Now I'm going to scroll down so you guys can see the rest of this, and you can go here and read this so that you can see the steps. Now here is the summons and lawsuit part of it, and this tells you how to do that. And pretty much it's telling you to do the same thing that we just talked about. And you tell you right here, send some mail back to them. So that's a pretty cool process. And I think that it's all, I think that's all that I want to share on the screen share. So we're going to turn this off. Okay, we're back. Close up a few of these things. Okay, so we're going to do an update on my sister's case. I'm going to give you the speeded up update. Remember, we moved their case over to federal court. Then we moved their state foreclosure case over to federal court. And my sister paid the $400 just to jack them up because they had a fraudulent sale order and they was trying to bum rush her. So we moved their whole state foreclosure case over to federal court. And we jacked around with that for a while. And of course, the federal judge didn't want that stink in his court. So he was trying to send it back and we wasn't having it. So while they were figuring all that out, we filed another lawsuit. But yeah, in federal court. And we so then they answered to the lawsuit and moved to dismiss because we failed to state a claim. So I'm like, you know what? F it. We're just gonna learn how to do it. So I spent several weeks learning how to state a claim the way the attorney's doing it, double checking everything, putting together programs so I can teach you guys how to do it too. So that's what we're doing. And the good thing about you guys doing this yourself is that you have to put your information in there. Now, when I say that, I'm not talking about starting back in 1966. Okay, I'm not talking about starting in 1966. I'm talking about starting at the point where the court took jurisdiction without legal authority. That's where you start. You want to start somewhere with stuff in the lawsuit. So you're bringing your lawsuit information and shoving it in there. Okay, sorry. I get kind of excited sometimes when I'm talking about certain things. But yeah, so that's what you're going to do, shoving that lawsuit in their face. Now, my sister's case, they have been answering and giving us a whole bunch of paperwork, which I've been right on top of, and usually we respond in a day or so, which I know is like killing them. But now they were going to, after they moved to dismiss for failure to state a claim, we just went ahead and amended the claim. So they moved to dismiss because we didn't kiss their butt and ask them for permission or whatever. And I'm like, why the hell should we do that? Because you're allowed one amendment before you have to ask the court for leave. So I don't have time to waste doing all that. While they was all thinking it was going to get done, to get dismissed, we were learning how to state a claim. So we came back and we also read the rules for amending the complaint. And since we added the federal attorney, and we added a counter RICO, we had to do it as a supplemental pleading. Blew their face right here. Oh, so they filed a motion to dismiss the supplemental pleading or whatever, but the judge said no, and he granted the supplemental pleading as an amendment, and he removed the attorney's wife from the lawsuit. Remember, we sued the attorney, we countersued the attorney for his property, and we had to add his wife to it because her name was on the property. So they didn't know about that. They did not, that's unfair. They called the police on my sister. I'm serious. They called the police on my sister, and the cops were laughing. Anyway, yeah. So the judge removed the lady from the lawsuit without our consent or permission or consent, without our knowledge, permission, or consent. I think two of them might be the same. We didn't get none of them. Okay, we didn't get none of them. Well, you guys know that I was a little steamed over that. No, we're not going to remove people from my sister's lawsuit. No. So we had to address that. And the funny thing is, the next day, my sister had her objection to the judge's order, demand reconsideration. You guys know how this goes. And then we slapped the judge with notice of recusal and recused the judge for helping the attorneys. And I ain't even kidding. So the judge in his order is helping the attorneys by giving them free legal advice. Not very good advice. But the judge is giving them free legal advice. So the judge is telling them that they may want to revisit the Rooker-Feldman doctrine in the future or something, blah, blah, blah. And so I addressed that in my objection to the judge. I objected to the judge providing legal advice, bad legal advice. That's exactly what I call it. Y'all know I ain't playing. Yep, I objected to the judge providing them bad legal advice, and to also let the judge know that the Rooker-Feldman doctrine is not going to help him. It's misapplied all the time. If you read the doctrine, you will see that that doctrine was structured so a plaintiff in state court could not use the federal court as an appeals court if they lost. Well, everybody knows the plaintiff is not the homeowner in state court. Okay, so and I put a copy of I actually have a package, reconsideration package. It addresses the Rooker-Feldman document in the package because that's one of the things they try to use all the time. So thank you to the people in the group. See, this is what I mean. People in the group make me look good. But hey, I'm a coach. I'm a team player, so I'm gonna give the credit to the people in the group that provide me this real-time feedback. So thanks. Without that, we wouldn't have what we have now. We wouldn't be in the direction that we're headed now. And we got a string of people that are still in the house. So I need some of them people that are still in. If you're still in your house, send me a picture of you. Just have them take it out from the street so no one can see you. Put your mask on or something. I don't know. Don't even have to have anybody. Put your dog in the damn picture. I'm just saying, send me the picture, okay? Because that's pretty powerful. So now the judge accepted the document, but he didn't accept it for what we filed it for. And so we're refiling that document on Monday after we recuse the judge and demand reconsideration, which we've done already. And we're going to be filing the document again on Monday and adding that lady's ass, and adding that lady's butt back, back to the fire. Okay, because her name is on the property, and we're going after the property. And you know, it's funny because I pulled up the lawsuit that they filed against my sister's property, and they asked for not only her name, they had husband, spouse, John Doe, rental occupancy, John Doe, Miss Rental Occupancy, Mr. Rental Okay, and so my sister's husband's name is not even on the deed, but they had him listed on there too. But we can't list the same. We can't do the same thing that they're doing. I don't know. I don't understand why. Why that is. Why can't we do the same thing they're doing? It's not that hard. Okay. If they're running a place that's kicking your ass, run the same place on them, because they work. But you're going to have to step up. There you go. That's another free tip. So now the attorney for the judge contacted my sister an email to ask her if she, to let her know that he needed a continuance of time to answer to her amended claim, or excuse me, supplemental pleading, but they're calling it an amended claim. So I'm like, well, why would it need more time? Oh, right, they're premature, Jack. Sorry. Yeah, they prematurely filed to dismiss the claim, the amended supplement or whatever, before the judge, and the judge granted it. So they're caught with their pants down, and they're obviously was counting on the judge throwing it out so they could get it free. And I don't know why, well, we're in their butt too, because as far as I'm concerned, if you, the plaintiff, you should be afforded the same constitutional protections as the person that you're suing. So, and that's how I see it. So, anybody see it different, you can let me know in the comment section. So first I told my sister, oh, hell no. But then I got to thinking, you know what? Here's the thing. You're acting as your own attorney. So you should be contacting these people. I would be calling their asses every day, complaining and asking them for stuff that's in the lawsuit package. Hey, I'm going to need the original contract. I'm going to need to come down and take a look at the original contract that you guys used. I'm going to need you to certify it, file it in the court. And then I can go take, just bug them, ask them for all the stuff in that, and be a pain in their butt, because you want them to know that you're going to be a pain in their butt. So you're acting as your own attorney. If you don't respond, then they're going to go tell the judge, oh, judge, she ain't even trying to work. She just stalling. So, and the judge is going to grant on, So respond back to them. Here's the thing. Every day you're stealing your houses. Another day you're stealing your damn house. So, and that's the thing that a lot of people, oh, what's your guarantee? How many want to do? My guarantee is that you're going to have an opportunity to fight. That's it. How you fight, what you do with that fight, that's going to be up to you. But you're going to have an opportunity to fight, and I'm going to provide you with the firepower you need to get that done. Now, you're going to have to do some studying with the video. I'll put that whole list of stuff up that you guys have to do. But I think the list is going to help you. Those are the strategies for being in the ring. So check those out. If you have trouble with them, if you're someplace in between and you think and you know where you are, but you don't know where you actually need to get whatever, send me an email or send me a message on Facebook, and then we'll talk. And when I talk, if I feel like I need to call you, then I will. If I don't feel like I need to call you when we're chatting, then that's what I choose to do. Because my phone rings so much, sometimes I just, so. And rightly so, these people calling are people that are struggling. So I want to make sure I'm keeping the lines open, so I don't miss someone calling that feels like they don't have hope. So you guys go check out the new page, and so you guys, if you're here, leave a comment. Let me know how many, because I don't know how many people are watching or checking us out. if nobody leaves a comment. So you guys leave a comment. And it's always good to know who's here, because when you guys are asking questions or stuff, when everybody can, remember who that you've been going to the thing, it's, I'm going to take a little more time because you've done your homework. And that's, pretty much how it is. If you haven't done your homework, I'm going to send you to do that. Remember, my job not to make it easy for you, but to help you learn. And that's what I hope we're doing here, is learning. There is my email address, in case you guys need to send me an email. And oh, yeah. I have a new Facebook page, and you can ask questions in this page. This page is for the online course, but I'm just going to have everybody in it because it's a lot easier for me to manage questions in this page. And you can find the page. I'm going to send you the link to it right now, and then you can like the page and save it to your thing. You don't have to. You don't have to be admitted and join and all of that, because it's just open to the public. And you might understand that if people started giving you advice in the page, it's not for me. So if it's from me, you'll know it's from me. So that was one of the things that I had concerns in the other page. So people were getting advice and it wasn't for me, and they were thinking that it's for me. And here is the link. So that's all I have to share with you guys. The value we're bringing to the table tonight. I wanted to thank you guys for the privilege of sharing your time. And I'll see you guys in a video in a couple of days. I have another video that's going to air on Tuesday. So I will see you guys then. Good night all. Have a safe weekend.